Coming up on Cardinals Insider, catcher Willson Contreras has already created some big-time memories here in St. Louis.
Oh man, I think I was in tears there.
Plus, Cardinals Care and Paul Goldschmidt are changing the game for kids with special needs.
Standing here and get to have my name on the scoreboard and be honored like this is, for me, is truly an honor.
And later, Matty Moe is headed to the Cardinals Hall of Fame.
There's a strikeout for Matty Moe to start the seventh.
Those stories and more on a brand new Cardinals Insider. Welcome to Cardinals Insider. I'm Azie Smith. It's easy to root for Willson Contreras. He plays with energy and wears his heart on his sleeves. That combo has created some great moments. He tells us about a few of them in a segment we call Picture This.
Fly ball right center. It's carrying. It is gone. 3-run homer. Willson Contreras.
You think Willson Contreras is having fun as a Cardinal?
That was a close game. I remember coming up to bat, bases loaded, and then they threw a wall pitch. Next pitch, I hit a homer, and then when I got to the dugout, my teammate wanted me to go out to the stairs and acknowledge the fans, and that was a really cool and really great moment for me.
It's a Wayno Redbird winner. 200 career victories for Adam Wainwright, joining Bob Gibson and Jesse Haynes as 200 game winners in the Cardinal organization. Light up the night for Wayno.
Oh man, I think I was in tears there. I was just so happy because I know what 200 means for him, and I knew that he sacrificed a lot of things, especially his body, into the game, and it's really inspiring watching him going through his business. And I was so happy for him and his family, for him to reach to 200. So that's a guy that's really proud in and off the field, and I'm looking up to him. That was 2022 All-Star game. Really proud of my brother. I think he means the world to me, and that's a special picture. I always wanted to be the best for him, and I always wanted the best for my brother and my family. So I'm really proud and happy that now we get to share or compete to each other, and I'm really glad that I'm seeing him growing up so fast. That it reminds me when we were a kid, so I was trying to play baseball, and I'm just proud of my brother.
It became very clear to all of us that he truly wanted to be a Cardinal. And so it's with great pleasure, with pride, I get to introduce Willson Contreras to the St. Louis Cardinals family.
That's my dream coming through, right there, reaching out to free agency, and the first team that calls is St. Louis Cardinals. That got me stunned a little bit, but oh man, just remember walking through the Busch Stadium and getting onto the field as a free agent. Just amazing feeling, because like I said, where I come from, everything that I went through to get there, and having my family on my back, it means the world to me too.
Last month, Paul Goldschmidt got a big pregame surprise. Check it out.
On his bobblehead night, Paul Goldschmidt was surprised pregame by his family. His wife Amy was joined by his 2 kids, who both had the opportunity to throw out a first pitch. 8-year-old Jake threw a strike right down the middle, followed by 6-year-old Emma. Both kids got to throw their dad behind the plate, creating a special moment for their family. The Goldschmidts all sported the Cardinals' new City Connect jersey to match the bobblehead of their dad. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Emily Stevens.
Straight ahead on Cardinals Insider, see how Goldy and Cardinals Care are leveling the playing field for some St. Louis youngsters.
We now declare Paul Goldschmidt Field open!
That story when we return. Cardinals Care, the Boniface Foundation, Gateway YMCA, and Paul Goldschmidt came together to build an adaptive baseball field at the South County Y. It's turf and has accessible dugouts. That means all children can play regardless of any physical limitations. Here's a look at the complex's opening day.
We now declare Paul Goldschmidt Field open!
For me, standing here is just such an honor, and it's crazy to think about. My first baseball game was at a YMCA back in Texas where I grew up. So now to be here, and that's not really the only connection. I used to lift weights in the weight room there when I was in high school back home. In high school, now we used to volunteer with the Miracle League and play with a lot of those players. So now to be standing here and get to have my name on the scoreboard and be honored like this is, for me, is truly an honor. Obviously enjoy this field and have a great time, but know, if you set your mind and your heart to it and put in the work, you can accomplish anything. So whether it's baseball out here or any other sports, I hope you enjoy it. And like I said, it's a huge honor, and I just thank y'all so much.
Coming up, former ace Matt Morris will join me in the Red Jacket Club this September.
We did some things that was unusual for teams as far as being in a bullpen setting. We'd all the other starters be out watching and talking baseball and talking pitching.
Hear from him after the break. Cardinals Insider is a team effort, and that includes you. We'd love to hear from you. To get in touch with the show, head on over to cardinals.com/insider and click on the Contact Us tab. And while you're there, you can rewatch old episodes and check out our podcast too. Now we get a chance to see how good our hands are. It's all at cardinals.com/insider. The Cardinals Hall of Fame will welcome a new class on Saturday, September 7th. Matt Morris was the fan vote. Our Brett McMillan has more on Matty Moe.
Matt Morris has gone from first rounder to Cardinals Hall of Famer. The 12th overall pick in 1995 made his major league debut less than 2 years after the Cardinals drafted him.
Good breaking ball by Morris.
By 2001, he had rounded into ace form, posting a 22-8 record with 216 1/3 innings pitched. He was an all-star and finished third in Cy Young voting, right behind Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling.
There's a strikeout for Matty Moe to start the 7th.
With Darryl Kyle's tragic passing, Morris stepped into the #1 slot in the Cardinals rotation and helped create a pitching culture.
We did some things that was unusual for teams as far as being in a bullpen setting. We'd all the other starters be out watching and talking baseball and talking pitching, and we pushed each other and we enjoyed each other was the main thing.
Matty Moe made 206 starts for the Cardinals over 8 seasons. His 101 wins ties him for 11th in franchise history, and he's in sole possession of 7th on the club's all-time strikeouts list, punching out 986 batters. But perhaps his biggest contribution was his ability to pass on his knowledge to those around him, including a young prospect who made his debut in Morris's final year with St. Louis.
I remember when we traded for him. Him and Marquis came over, and to mentor him a little bit, and then to Carp to pass it on to him, and we always had that link where there was no gap between some of the better starting pitchers in this organization.
Generations of Cardinals pitchers knit together by Red Jacket level excellence. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Brett McMillan.
Jim Edmonds was an electrifying player. He had clutch ability at the plate, but history will remember him most for his elite defense. Let's look back on Jimmy Ball Game's speech as we celebrate a decade worth of Cardinals Hall of Fame inductions.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank the DeWitts, obviously, their family, their whole family, and the entire Cardinal organization from top to bottom. This obviously would have never happened if it wasn't for that great trade back in spring training of 2000. Thank you for approving that, by the way. Thank you for the 6 guys in the back row with the original Red Jackets for treating me like family since day one. And the fans, obviously, the best part of the whole thing. If it wasn't for you guys, baseball wouldn't be as much fun as it is. You made it like Little League every day, especially you bleacher bums. They wouldn't sit down until I waved to you every single home game for 8 years. Whether you know it or not, I love that every day. It was awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks to Mike Shannon, obviously. Marty Marion, I'm so blessed to be a part of this group. Willie McGee, one of my newest good friends. Can't wait to play golf next spring training. Just thank you. I don't even know what to say. This is above and beyond what I'd ever think. To put on this red jacket, sit there in the dugout for 8 years and watch these great players stand at home plate and be celebrated. I was a little confused by the red jacket at first. Didn't know if I'd ever get a chance to put one on, and now I'm not sure I'm worthy of it. So I'd just like to thank everybody for showing up today. And thank you again to all of you guys for coming, making this so special, and once again to the Cardinal organization. Hopefully I'm around for a long time, and a Cardinal for life. Thank you.
On June 20th, the Springfield Cardinals posted the first no-hitter in franchise history. It was a combined effort by 2022 first-rounder Cooper Jerpe and Andrew Marrero. The Cards AA club blanked the Corpus Christi Hooks 5-0 behind a spectacular pitching performance.
Crook sets up inside. The pitch from Jerpe is swung on and missed. Got him with a fastball, 91 on the inner half. The hitter stands in. Jerpe throws, and that's swung on a fly ball to shallow left. Going out is Rivas, coming in is Lloyd. Lloyd will call for it and make the catch, and that's another 1-2-3 inning for Cooper Jerpe, who is not allowed a hit through 5 scoreless frames. Now the 1-2 from Marrero is taken. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. This ball game is over, and there it is, the first no-hitter in Springfield Cardinals history, as the Cardinals defeat the Hooks in Game 1 of this doubleheader on this Thursday night by the final of 5-0. Cooper Jerpe 5 no-hit innings, and then Andrew Marrero finishes it off with 2 no-hit frames. And for the Cardinals, a 7-inning no-hitter, a no-hitter nonetheless, and the first in Springfield history.
It's time for this week's trivia question. We're asking, in what year did Orlando Cepeda win National League MVP? Was it 1966, 1967, 1968, or 1969? The answer when we return.
It's time for the answer to this week's trivia question. Let's bring in our Emily Stevens for the big reveal.
We're ready to reveal the answer to this week's trivia question, brought to you by the Palm Beaches, Florida's most stylish vacation destination. This week's question centers around late Hall of Famer Orlando Cepeda. We're asking in what year he won National League MVP. The answer is 1967. Cepeda was an anchor for the famed El Birdos, hitting .325 with a .524 slugging percentage and 111 runs driven in. That was good enough to make him the first unanimous National League MVP since 1936. Cha-Cha, as he was called, anchored a lineup which won it all in '67, besting the Boston Red Sox in 7 games.
Now, 1 out from victory, Gibson makes a supreme effort and Scott strikes out. The Cardinals win. They're the new world champions.
He played for 6 different big league teams, and he's best known for the first 9 years of his career with the San Francisco Giants. But his nearly 3 full years in St. Louis brought 2 pennants and saw him play along some of the all-time greats in club history, as his brief Cardinals career further propelled a prestigious first base tradition. which has continued to grow ever since. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Emily Stevens.
Kids love Fredbird, and recently, some young Cardinal fans got the experience of a lifetime here at Busch Stadium.
Mommy, what's this? Cheeseburger.
We were here a couple games a while ago, and we really wanted to see Fredbird, and we saw him kind of meet and greet with the families, and we waited for our turn, but he got so busy and took off, and our boys were like, darn it. But then Team Fredbird decided, why not we just have you back for another game? And we thought, well, yes, we will. And he is always afraid of Fred, but today he wasn't. We're so excited. It's all that. Baseball is our life. We do everything baseball, and the players, and just the overall experience here is so family friendly, and we just love it. We enjoy every part of it. It's just so great here, and Fredbird, of course.
When we return, I'm answering one of your questions. It's Ask Azie, and it's up next.
No place takes you in depth with the Cardinals like our YouTube channel. Get to know the players, come along for one-of-a-kind experiences, and hang out with personalities from across Cardinals Nation. Plus, we capture the days and moments that make Cardinals baseball so special. Just search St. Louis Cardinals on YouTube and be sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. St. Louis Cardinals Baseball.
It's time for this week's Ask Azie. Carter in Rushville, Illinois asks, what does it feel like to hit a homer? Well, Carter, first of all, only hit 28 of them. But more importantly than hitting a home run, I enjoy being able to drive in a run from third base with less than 2 down at any point in any time. And then it was icing on the cake if you were able to get a 2-out base hit to drive in a couple runs. As a player, my drive was always to be as consistent as I possibly could at driving in that runner from third base with less than 2 down and getting that big base hit that hopefully won the ball game. When it hits a sweet spot and you hit a ball exactly the way you want it, you don't even really feel it. It's just a reaction because everything, the timing is perfect and everything is as it should be. So it's one of those things that, like I say, I only did it 28 times, but the times that I did, you didn't really feel the ball coming off the bat.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
I knew I had made good contact, but here again, if you watch that video, I was running hard all the time, because I was trying to get myself in scoring position, and he supplied the power, I supplied the technique, and history was made. Thanks for the question, Carter. If you want to submit a question, head on over to cardinals.com/insider and click the Ask Azie tab. But for now, don't go anywhere. There's more Cardinals Insider after the break.
Feels like summer, feel like summer, feel like summer. I'm trying to go, chase the sun with you. So hit me with the light. We'll be alright. Long as it feel like summer, long as it feel like summer.
Baseball players are usually baseball fans at heart. And what fan doesn't love opening a brand new pack of baseball cards?
Dude, I couldn't tell you the last time I opened a pack of baseball. Never take it from.
Watched my kids do this here recently, but I haven't gotten a chance to do a whole lot of this.
Well, I got lucky because I got pulls. Got the Jackie Robinson in there. Shout out Jackie.
Oh, that's a good one. The Judge.
Arson Judge.
Oh, Gormy. For sure got this one signed.
Bichette. Like that.
Any Mason wins in there?
I wish, bro.
My favorite player, Ken Griffey Jr. He's pretty sweet.
I think got the best one though. Bob Gibson.
There's Willie. It's a keeper.
This is one of the guys I grew up admiring, so I'm gonna go with JV.
Oh, yes. All right, CJ Crone, good friend of mine. Yep. Can't say some of his nicknames, but Crone Daddy.
That's a heck of a mustache right there. Cortez, Nestor Cortez with a mustache.
This is a Corbin Carroll rookie. That's a good one. The autograph.
Bucks. Barb, I mean, is this just like the greatest card opening ever? Cozy.
And the great American Eagle. That's a nice one.
That's it for this episode. You can always catch us online at cardinals.com/insider or watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you right back here next week.